Hey, hello everyone, I'm LeaderofLuxinape. Are you ready for more Let's Play Pokémon Silver version? In the last episode, we traveled Route 38 with its most epic music and the true start of the adventure of Johto, and reached Olivine City, which is the port closest to foreign lands. And we learned that the gym leader isn't even at the gym from mysterious stranger Shady Pants, who also hinted that said gym leader is taking care of a sick Pokemon at the Lighthouse. And he also revealed more of his jerkish nature by saying that they should just let the sick Pokemon die, which obviously we're not going to let happen. So we are going to try to meet the gym leader at the Lighthouse in this episode. However, this house, south of the gym, just west of the Pokemart, there's a fisherman. Olivine is on the sea, and if it's on the sea, there are bound to be fish. I've fished here for 30 years. Do you like to face the sea and fish? Yes, indeed I would. Ah ha ha! We have ourselves a new angler. And you get the good rod, which is now capable of catching fish. They go wherever is water. You can now catch higher level and rarer water-type Pokemon by fishing. So, I explained the old rod by catching Magikarp, so let's hope that I can catch something better than a Magikarp with the good rod. Not even a nibble. Okay. Let's try that again. I'm going to catch some... Really, water. Really. Really. I even chose your type starter at the beginning of the game. There we go. There we go. Oh, a bite. Let's see. Come on. Give me something good. Give me something good. Give me... And as you can see, you can catch Krabby. Now, every Pokemon you caught with the old rod would be level 10. Every Pokemon you catch with the good rod is actually level 20. So, at this point, you can get a team member that will be able to strengthen yourself up quite quickly. Also, Magikarp evolves into a pretty good battler on level 20, so if you can catch a level 20 Magikarp, stand with it for one level, and level it up once, you actually will have a pretty good Pokemon. So, I think there's something special in these houses. Along the way to Cyanwood, there are 4 deserted islands. Bad kids are taken to the islands as punishment. Well, according to our Pokegear map, Cyanwood City is down there, between Route 41, Route 40, and the Whirl Islands. So perhaps those Whirl Islands are what that guy's talking about. Whenever I get in trouble, Daddy always scares me. So it turns out the whole bad kids thing is really just a tale meant to scare little children into being good. Well, maybe we should pay a visit to the Whirl Islands then, since apparently it's a good place. And here you got another fisherman. Hi, I'm looking for this Pokemon. If you have Krabby, would you trade it for my Voltorb? So, if you have a Krabby, like the one I just caught, conveniently, you get the good rod, which lets you catch Krabby right now in the same city. You can trade it for a Voltorb of equal level. Voltorb, you will not be able to get for a while, so that might be a trade you would be thinking of catching up on if you did not catch a Marip or something. In the past, Pokemon used to light the sea around Olivine at night. The Lighthouse is made in honor of those Pokemon. So, this is a bit of a dungeon. However, it only has trainers, no wild Pokemon. So, people train at this Lighthouse. It's not easy to climb because of all the trainers. Now, I remember exactly how to go through this thing in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I have not played the Generation 2 version of the Lighthouse in forever. As you can see, just like in the Burn Tower, there are holes that will let you fall down to another floor. And second floor, we have a trainer. This is no place for playing. Says yet another old guy that I'm going to try not to make fun of this time. Okay. Whoa! Nice! Noctowl, evolved form of Hoot Hoot. Quite a strong Pokemon. And I'm actually doubting my ability to defeat it with Hydra, so... Whew. Whoa, what did I just do? What did I just do? Actually, I'm mistaken. I completely... Foresight, good. I am actually rather mistaken. We did not just go through Route 38. We went through Route 39. Route 38 was East-West Port. east-west part, Route 39, was actually the north-south part once we hit the place with the mill tank. So, did I... Yeesh. Surf is not doing that good, actually. That's bad, because it's like surf. You are going to have to fight like 7 or 8 trainers here, so... Oh, no. Just no, 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 not... Come on. Really? Okay. I guess we'll just use the... Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Mint berry we got in the last episode to restore Hydra from the sleep. See, I'm making connections between the episodes. That's like a tactic for a thing. Okay, I forgot. The puzzle part actually is not that bad in Generation 2, so... Yes! Didn't hypnotize me again. Can I survive that? Yes, I can. Alright, looks like it's going to... be faster than me and take me out when I would have won. Okay, that's really nice. The breaks this game gives me are astounding. That's all I can really say to that. So, as long as that low kick takes it out. Alright, good, good. And, oh, gotta level up. Gonna learn a move? I don't think so. Nope. So, as you can see, getting to Olivine City makes the trainers actually quite more powerful, straight off the bat. We're already seeing opposing Pokemon in the 20s as opposed to, well, the route just before, which had 17 at the highest. So, Huey. And I forget, who did I... Can I get a break? Can I seriously get any species of break in the universe? Because we all know that there are things that breaks have species. Okay, at least I could take Bubble. If it used Water Gun or anything more powerful, that would have been a problem. Alright. So, 2 level ups in a row. My trademark even leveling thingy. And Poliwhirl is his next Pokemon. So, I am actually going to use a little bit of a gamble, not too big of one, by actually sending Sobek out against this, because we all know Spew Droplets is his major move, so we're going to use Cut and see if we can actually take it down without having to use our only stab move. And it looks like we will be able to quite easily, in fact. Since Hydra is still level 21, I am going to want to heal after this battle and Cut coming back here. All that good stuff. Poliwhirl surprisingly seems to not know any attacks other than Water Gun, which is, like... I was going to make fun of the Poliwhirl's Water Gun animation, but I defeated it before I could tell what it looked like. Not to fear, there are going to be many more Poliwhirl throughout this dungeon. Can it really be called a dungeon? I mean, it doesn't have wild Pokemon. Oh, whatever. Okay, here we are, right where Sailor Huey was, so... No, wait, that's not where Sailor Huey was. That was... You know what? I don't even know where I am. Okay. So I cut back. I thought a different sailor was the sailor I just beat. No big deal. Here we have what appears to be an item guarded by another sailor. Right there. So we'll see if we can get that later. And why are you here? Are you just going to gawk? I suggest that you leave. This guy has something bird keeperish about him. Theo! No! I hate these people. Every time. You gotta hate the trainer that has, like, 4 or whatever Pokemon. It's like the annoyingest thing ever. Especially when you can't take them out in one hit like these Pidgey, and they'll actually start causing damage. Which is great because it looks like Hydra is going to, in the end, be defeated and not get the 22nd level after all. Especially if all I'm getting is that kind of EXP. And it appears that he's just going to use Pidgey. I would even welcome a Spearow after this. Yep, just looked it up online. He has 5 Pidgey. They go up to level 19, and I already lost like half my HP. This is one of the not fun parts about this game. Just as a rule, all the trainers who have like 501 Pokemon, they tend to be the lower points of the Pokemon games. I mean, there's no way that someone like me could ever actually badmouth Pokemon fully, but I tend to question my loving every single game whenever I fight one of these people. We'll leave it at that. Surf, do G, pull up, pull G, pull up, pull G. Also, a bit of a spoiler, we are going to get to be using Surf outside of battle like we were able to with Cut and Flash. So that's, I guess, a thing to look forward to as well. Another Pidgey, this is a weaker one. That can still do that much damage to me somehow because Dratini's rather non-existent defenses. And because I know he's going to use Quick Attack again. I have a potion. I have more super potions than potions. I'm probably going to stock up before heading on to Cyanwood City, so it doesn't really matter if I use up all my items now. And don't want to do that. Surf again, and that should take that one out. And I think the next one is going to be either 15 or 17, because I'm assuming he's only going to have one level 19 one. And I was right. I just realized something that makes me feel even dumber than I normally feel. I'm being annoyed by Pidgey when I'm using its evolved form on my team. I don't really think that says much for my memory because I recorded the previous episode just before I recorded this one, and wouldn't you know it, I used my Pidgeotto in that episode, and I seem to already have forgot that I have one. There's another hole there you don't want to fall down, and another gentleman here that you do want to battle if you want the experience. Travel the world. Alright, since you travel the world, I'm going to say you're going to use some exotic Pokemon from like Hoenn or Sinnoh or places that shouldn't even be here, but nope, you get a Growlithe. I mean, well, no, you can catch Growlithe. You could have caught a Growlithe already if you wanted one, so I can't really say that they could only be found in Kanto. So, I guess, well, maybe you travel all around the world training them, but you probably never go off the first route of each region if your Pokemon's still level 18. You didn't necessarily have to catch them from around the world. And good, I did actually get a level up. And trying to learn Dragon Rage! Yes, I would definitely want to learn Dragon Rage. So much more powerful than Twister. Remember how I was saying Sonic Boom can be really annoying at that point in the game? Because, well, it does automatically 20 damage, and that's about a third of the HP of a lot of Pokemon. Well, Dragon Rage is even better. It does 40 HP damage regardless of type, accuracy regardless of type or any stat changes. It is an excellent move to have, and I'm very glad I could finally replace Twister. And again with status moves failing, I don't know if that's like a theme of this LP, but it was actually possible for status moves to miss back in Gen 2. So that was another trainer. Oh yeah, that reminded me. Gentlemen. Gentlemen? No, gentlemen, the trainer class, are notorious in a very good way for giving you tons of cash money upon defeat. That one gave me like 4,000 odd. No, he gave me over 1,000. Later ones will... Jasmine must be worried sick about the Pokemon here. She won't even smile these days. So perhaps Jasmine is the gym leader. According to what Shady Pants said, sounds about right. Anyway, Gentlemen later on in the game will give you a lot more money, and eventually we're going to pick up an item that will actually let you double the amount of money you get for winning a battle, which I think I would like to equip on whatever Pokemon doesn't have a power or stat boosting item, because we all know the fiasco with all the coins where I had to like spend all my money, so that might be a good way to actually gain some of that back. And speaking of complaining about my own team members, Horace gets some screen time in the very episode I dissed him and his kind. How wonderful. And you know what? Just because he's getting screen time after me accidentally making fun of him. Whoa! I did not know Krabby would have Bubble Beam by then. So, basically it's Bubble but more powerful. We're gonna actually finish a battle the old-fashioned way. How about that? You know what? This is the thing I'm gonna do. Are you ready, Horace? Finish things the good old-fashioned way with Tackle Attack! That's just a thing I always do. Whenever I play a Pokemon game, you're smiling in your sprite. Whenever I play a Pokemon game, the old-fashioned way is just the way to battle whenever I need, like, to not look at Sobek's stats, for one. Like, whenever I need something funny, I have to finish a battle the good old-fashioned way by using Tackle. So, if we walk up there, nothing much. Take the staircase. Item down here, which is TM34. Now, since I clearly don't have these TMs memorized, I'm going to have to look that up right now. Oh, I should have known this one. This one is Swagger. It causes confusion. A lot of Pokemon can learn it, but it raises the attack of the Pokemon you use it on by 2 stages. Strategically, you can actually use that to your advantage if you have, like, an item that cures confusion. Later on in double battles, give a Pokemon a berry that will automatically cure confusion if it's held. Use Swagger on it, it gets boosted attack. So, very strategic move to use in double battles especially, but not so much in single battles and not so much in the earlier generations. But, it's there, it's cool. Everyone can use a little TM34 in their life. All the TMs I would forget. Okay. I know what... Woo! I am, like, really freaking out about all the evolved Pokemon we have to fight, but I shouldn't really be surprised by now. Fearow is the evolved form of Spearow. It is actually quite a force to be reckoned with, as you see there. It can learn some pretty powerful moves. It is very fast, as you saw it outspeeding Horace, who is also a fast Pokemon, and 2 levels higher than it even. And it's got a pretty good attack, and I'm very glad it missed Fury Attack, because that's like double slap, except Pokemon without hands can learn it. And you know what? We're going to finish another one the old-fashioned... Oh! It got a critical... Oh, jeez. It got a critical hit 2 out of 3 times. If that's not my luck in a nutshell, I'm not sure what is. Luckily, it has another Spearow, not a Fearow. Or Another Spearow, not another Fearow. I don't know. I guess it's really because, like, in Sky, evolved Pokemon don't really... Oh, no. Aren't really that... No. 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 I'm not gonna be... No! 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 Aw, man. You know what? You know what? You know what? This is probably a really bad choice, but I want Horus to get that level up. So what I'm gonna do... I'm going to use my 1 revive to revive him to half HP, then defeat that Spearow on the next turn, provided it doesn't get a lucky KO with Fury Attack, and use the EXP. Most of me is screaming to go for another old-fashioned way finish, but that Spearow deserves to suffer for taking out a Pokemon that is its clear superior in all forms of battle. And... Oh, I was hoping I'd get a better move. Alright, guess we can get rid of Sand Attack for Whirlwind. I think we've had that, haven't had Whirlwind used against us, but we got the TM for Roar, which Whirlwind is Roar, except different Pokemon can learn it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you? Oh my god, I really hate this guy. I really hate this guy. And I think this is the guy who says that even his kids won't give him his number. So I don't know why I'm spending all my time talking to him. Now, if you move yourself along a ways here, you can pick up a rare candy. Alright! That makes up for the use of the revive. A rare candy is a very good item that will actually raise a Pokemon's level by 1. Jasmine is the city's gym leader. Alright, like I just said, I mean to bring her back with me. Nobody had better get in my way. So apparently, the gym leader seems to be neglecting her duties at the gym because, well, Pokemon at the Lighthouse is sick and I guess it needs her attention or something, but most people would understand. Shady Pants clearly doesn't, but I guess there might be a bit of a line of challengers or something. And... no breaks. I get none of the breaks. I have to get rollout used on me. I mean, didn't do any damage, but really... So, you might be wondering how to get to the top of the lighthouse. Well, it's actually a small puzzle. What you're supposed to do is fall down this hole here, pick up this item here, which is another ether, fight this sailor. Didn't want to do that, I wanted to fight the sailor. Kind and strong. Okay, I would like to see you prove that you're strong. Poliwhirl. Another one. Not going to freak out about the fact that it's an actual evolved Pokemon by now. I've grown to expect that. I mean, Morty used a fully evolved Pokemon. Morty used a Stage 2 Pokemon. Fearow and Noctowl, their final evolved forms, they're just not going to evolve again. But Gengar... actually, I suppose it is good to mention now that I bring it up. Ghastly evolves into Haunter by level. I believe it is 25, which gives Shady Pants 1 underleveled Haunter. The 2 trainers in the gym who had Haunter, underleveled Haunter. Morty, 2 underleveled Haunter. Gengar is evolved from Haunter by trading. So, actually, it looks like I'm going to have to fight another Sailor to get out of here. I forgot there were more. Nah, actually, Hydra's going to get this level. I think this is the last guy, at least. This episode is running a bit overtime. And found a Great Ball. It's not really going to be useful for much later in the game because, well, I have my whole team. Wanted to battle Jasmine, but she's not up to it now. So how about me? Well, I'm not going to brag. Not going to brag at all. But with a little bit of luck, I could potentially defeat Jasmine with the team I have now. It's mostly just because of the way my team is set up, but I could actually defeat Jasmine with my team currently. I'm not going to spoil her team or any of her Pokemon or anything. I'm just saying that I actually stand a chance against her. Just the way I stand, but we're not going to get to battle her for a while, so that's not really important. What is important is the fact that this is finally the last sailor of the place, and just because I'm low on HP and I don't want to use another super potion, I'm going to use my switch out strategy and get Hephaestus some more EXP as well. Man, this one's running over. I mean, I guess that's not counting the parts that I'm cutting, but I can't really keep... maybe it's just because I don't plan exactly what I'm going to do in every episode, but I'm really not very good at keeping my episodes to the 20-25 minutes I like. No. I try to go in between 15 and 20 minutes. That I clearly cannot do. So really, I try to go between 20 and 30 minutes, and it looks like that with the cutscenes that are going to be at the end of this, it is going to breach 30 minutes after all. I could do this by speeding stuff up and post-commentating over them, but I haven't tried it for the one video before this that I did. I probably should have done this for that. Should have done it for this, but you know what? That actually sounds good. For every place like this where there's going to be trainers but no wild Pokemon, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to speed up the trainer battles and post-commentate. So, let's just say that... well, let's just make a reference to my Pikmin 2 miniseries. The first week, I mentioned that I would be uploading every Sunday, except when I couldn't upload, and the second week, well, I couldn't upload. So, this is going to be like that. The first time I go through one of this type of area, I'm going to speed up and post-commentate. Second time, well, I forgot. Which is, I guess, a bit different than not being able to speed up and post-commentate, because I can, well, still do that, and I've been saying well a lot lately. I guess that's going to be one of my little catchy phrase things. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I am very overwhelming indeed. So, if you head up here in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, this would be a much more difficult puzzle to get through here. That would actually involve going outside of the lighthouse and walking around. You could collect an item there and stuff. Because there would actually be a barrier blocking you from getting into the part where Jasmine is. So, much bigger difficulty increase. And what do you know, I get the super potion that I used up before back. So, I guess I'm not going to have to stock up on as many items when I get to Cyanwood City. And this is Amphi, which... Pa-Palu, and its breathing is terribly labored, even though Amphi is a male. So, at long last, we actually get to meet Jasmine, the Olivine Gym Leader. This Pokemon always kept the sea lit at night, but it suddenly got sick. It's gasping for air. I understand that there is a wonderful pharmacy in Cyanwood, but that's across the sea, and I can't leave Amphi unattended. May I ask you to get some medicine for me, please? So, well, obviously, she's not going to be accepting challengers for the gym now. So, how about we help her out and get some medicine for Amphi so that it can light up the night? So, I'd say that we should start our journey off to Cyanwood City in the next episode. However, we're going to make the ending of this one just a little more epic than it could be. There you actually saw the nurse at the Pokemon Center will have slightly different dialogue addressing you if you talk to her at night opposed to at day. This guy will actually say something important. Sailors are really something. One taught their Pokemon strength so it can move big boulders. Before we do the epic conclusion of this episode, that would actually be something I would want to do. I believe there is a sailor there. Blow the man down. Okay, now we know what that guy's into, so this house, I believe it is. This is the Olivine Restaurant. Crossing the sea and listen up, there are whirlpools on the way to Cyan. Your Pokemon must know steps to move to get over the whirlpools. So, this is the sailor the guy was talking about. Ha! Your Pokemon sure look like lightweights. They don't have the power to move boulders aside. Here, use this and teach them strength. You need Goldenrod's gym badge to use that outside battles. HM04 strength is very important. You can now get one item that was there. Okay. You can now get one item that you could not get before in the Burn Tower that I will be getting eventually the next time we're in Ecruteak. But it also makes it a lot easier to get through Mount Mortar and do the rest of the Easterly stuff. So here is Route 40, Cyanwood City to Olivine. And, well, if you can see, there's actually a trainer in the water there. And the water is calm. Want to surf? Hydra used surf. And with us turning into an abnormally colored Lapras, in the next episode, we will set off across the ocean to Cyanwood City. Until then, I'm LeaderofLuxinape, signing off!